Trap squad, trap squad, trap squad, trap squad, trap squad, trap squad, let me hear ya. Trap squad, trap squad, all those squads look if you with it. Trap squad, trap squad, yeah I see you, yeah I see you. Trap squad, trap squad, trap squad, trap squad, trap squad, trap squad, trap squad. T.
Hey.
CP, what's up? Welcome, one and all, to another episode of Clickbaity Political Thirst Trap. It is I, Marcus Farrell, rocking all the way live with my dog, Pastor Benjamin Dixon. We will be waiting for Mondale Robinson to join us. Tonight, I am trying to get the candidate from Georgia's 2nd Congressional District, Danny D. Glover, who is primary Sanford Bishop down in Georgia, to join us tonight. We got a couple of things to work through. I want to go ahead and pass it. Like it's been like 2 weeks, I think, since I've been on with you guys, with you.
Yeah.
So what's going on, Pastor Ben?
Hey, man. Listen, I have just emerged from the ether and spending time with the Lord and the universe and research. And man, I am refreshed, ready to go to give these devils hell. That's how I am.
Well, there's a lot of hell. There's a whole hell of a lot of hell to give them right now. For those of you who have been paying attention to the news.
Wait. I gotta interrupt. It's only been my only interruption again. Say that again. For those of
you
who think the gospel music has gone too far. All right, go ahead. You sound just like Kirk Franklin, boy.
Oh, wow. Yeah, well, I mean, listen, I don't need to use AI for that, do I?
Anyway, hey man, it's good to have you back on, man. I know it's been 2 weeks, man. 2 weeks too long, man. Let's rock.
Listen,
what you got to cover?
I want to give a shout out to Dr. Maria Cole and Donna for I've been doing some work with them. They are consulting campaigns down in Florida and around the country, and I want to give them a shout out. I also want to give a shout out to you, the clickbaity viewer, the person who has been rocking with us for 5 years now on this great, beautiful anniversary of the Montgomery white chair incident, where you bring our fold-out chairs, and we all look at white chairs a little bit differently after that. As a matter of fact, if there is a room full of brown and black chairs and we see a white fold-out chair, we're probably going to go sit in that one.
just out of commemoration, man, solidarity with those fine brothers, and mostly brothers, but there's some sisters in there getting it too, man. I realized that that was the day I think Republicans, like, they've been planning it for a while, but this was the day. Look at the artwork. This was the day MAGA was like, oh yeah, we're gonna destroy democracy. Democracy has to end. That was this day.
Yeah, I mean, but listen. First, it's perfectly fine that they responded the way that they did, right? Because here's the thing: racist white folks throughout history have always basically won when it comes down to dealing with Black America. But this is just one time,
and they're like, we can't handle it.
I mean, this is the one time that we won. Like, there was no ifs, there was no ands, there was no buts. They started the fight. They fafoed, and it was one of the most amazing moments in Black cultural history. And it's all down to little old Montgomery. Man, Montgomery got some beautiful historical Black people moments, don't they?
Come on, man. Come on. Beautiful. And it happened right now. See, I lived in Montgomery for a little stint, and it was right down there by the waterway where they used to bring that river, right? Literally where they had that fight was a river where they used to bring enslaved Africans to, and they would take them in chains and walk them up this brick walkway, this really wide brick wallway, all the way into the streets to downtown Montgomery, where they had the auction block. So literally where this fight took place is where our ancestors used to come to this country in chains.
And you know what their ancestors said?
What's that?
Niggas can swim?
And that boy was getting it in when he swam across that river, didn't he? That boy got it in when he went across that.
Bro, he was
Let me get the original video.
Michael Phelps, Tim Duncan, all the good swimmers in history. He was
especially because that river is known for taking people out. Like you fall in that river, a lot of folks don't come out.
Yeah, the ancestors held them up. It was like the brothers from Lake Lanier called over to that river and was like, "Yo,
we're not taking that. Not taking that. Not him. The other folks. We take the other ones.
Listen, tonight we do have some pretty cool stuff, man. You wanna do the cool little stuff first, or you want to do the news first? I will give you that option.
No, we could do it's whatever. But you can watch this. We can get commentary on this. TikTok. Yeah. Hey, well, let's hang on. Let's do this. A play-by-play because here's the captain of the riverboat where they take you on a little short cruise and they play music.
Hey bro, listen, bro, listen. You got to park your boat somewhere else because we got a lot of people. You got a lot of people who are. Who come in? We got a riverboat pulling up, bro. So just do me a favor. Shut up, nigga. I can do whatever I want. I run this.
He said, "No, dog. You gotta understand. Dog. It's a job. I gotta pay some bills. You messing up with my bills." And then he comes. He said, "Oh no, you don't."
White man from the top rope, and he swings and he misses. And they're scrabbling. They are wilding. Now there's a random Karen pops up out of the blue. Oh, the boom with the knee to the black man's head.
And then the hootie went
4,
out.
5, 6 white people deep. They are pushing white folks out of the way, trying to get there. And
here come the cavalry.
Oh, and here comes the cavalry.
Here they go. He said, "Hi." Now, so he's trying to be reasonable. He's still trying to be reasonable. He said, "Nah, fellas, come on. Let's not do that. Let's not, and it's okay. It's okay to be a brother who, where the rest of the video? Y'all gonna play with us like that. Hang on, let me share this one. Let's go back to the artwork first.
Yeah.
Anyway, y'all know how the rest of it went.
Yeah. In modern art fashion, this was one of the most amazing moments in Black cultural history. And I mean the advent of cell phone technology, right? The advent of being able to record things in real times, it has literally saved us. There you go. And the hat flip, the notorious hat flip.
I forgot what's the name of the rapper who did that, who threw the hat in the air and it never came back down. Can't think of that brother name.
They are beating on him, but look at him though. Look, check this out. It was like organically that brother was like, nah, I don't even know this dude, but y'all ain't gonna do that.
Right. So again, it's always going to, it's okay to be a kind of brother who's like, listen, and here go Michael Phelps.
Yeah. Michael Phelps hopping in the picture. You can't get mad at that.
And bruh. Here they go. He getting a little tired when he got over it. But that current in that river, again, I've spent so many, I don't know how many hours I've spent down there. I used to go down there to meditate a couple of years ago, just spent hours down there. And that river has taken quite a few people. A lot of folks don't come out of that river when they fall in. So the fact that he made it across, the ancestors was with him. And all he was trying to do, listen, the black man, all he was trying to do, he runs. And what's so cool about the riverboat that he runs, it's parked there, and throughout the day before they take their cruise, they playing Frankie Beverly and Maze, just blasting it out. Frankie Beverly and Maze. There it is. There's a riverboat. Yep. And so he just trying to do his job. What a great moment. What they, and here come the squad. They're like, oh, somebody fighting. Y'all want to fight? All right, they done took off their shirts already. They came down with their shirts off already. It's over.
I feel it myself. That's the moment that I would have been waiting for my whole life.
All my life I had to fight.
Yeah, all my life I've been waiting to take off on one. And then so I heard some of the conversations that were had during the legal proceedings for this. And it's still Montgomery, it's still Alabama, right? And then these folks gotta not give us our moment, right? to justify. Am I still on?
I think it's me more than anybody. It's maybe me.
Okay, yeah. But I think they were having a tough time trying to figure out how to properly punish, because it was a self-defense case. I mean, and there was too much evidence to show that those folks took off on that black man first, right? So Montgomery had a hard time with this one, but it's still. I think a couple of brothers got punished a little bit, but it was like no serious jail time, and also a very large embarrassment for them white folks that were involved in that process. So, it is what it is.
I'm telling you, Marcus, that was the moment. That was the moment that history changed. Like, there's these inflection points in history, and this was one. This was when white folks of a certain order, certain type of white folks, was like, never again. Like, this was their never again moment. So they've been trying to destroy democracy and work themselves up into a violent frenzy ever since. So it wasn't a victory that lasted long.
Yeah, listen. But what were they trying to say never again to? They were trying to
never
say
again. Will we gonna let some black folks beat our ass like that?
No. Really, they were saying never again will we allow black folks to defend themselves.
I can see that too. Yep.
You dig what I'm saying? Like, who do you think you are? We beat y'all up in public, and y'all don't do anything about it. You go to jail for it, right? That's the mentality of some of these folks. We're talking about since Brother Trayvon Martin, right? Like, we can do whatever we want to your body and be able to get scot clean away with it. It was a beautiful historic moment. No, I am not streaming on my platform because I have an announcement to make pretty soon. But I also want to let you guys know that I did say this 2 weeks ago, but I have been setting up the Clickbaity Political Thirst Trap store with all the graphics, with all the t-shirts that you guys want, with our logo, our historical logo. So if you want to represent the Trap Squad again, we are as we get more consistent. We're actually and I actually got a really funny one. I have the moment that the squirrel was born, and it's on it.
Oh Lord, I gotta see that one. I gotta scan that one first.
I have the moment that the squirrel was born. With that being said, man, let's get into it, man. We got a little news to talk about. First, I wanted to start this thing off right now. I don't know if you guys know what's going on, but the redistricting showdown in Texas, it's Texas versus California. The GOP new maps in Texas to boost Republican congressional seats by 5. Democrats fled the state of Texas to block quorums, risking fines and arrest. On the contrary, California Democrats, led by Gavin Newsom, are contemplating partisan map redraws, also rumored to bypass the state's independent commission to secure up to 48 to 52 new seats.
Ooh.
Voter suppression and gerrymandering is systemic. Both parties negotiate power, often at the expense of black and brown communities. State level fights really do matter. Ben, what you think, man?
I think that gerrymandering should be banned across the board, just outright, period. I do think, though, that Gavin Newsom's move is appropriate. You can't do anything but tit for tat with these devils. So they want to play that game, then play that game and play it better, right? And then when it's all said and done, everybody needs to kill it. Like, just kill it dead. Break these districts up by square blocks, as far as I'm concerned, right? But all these gerrymandering, and they it always has come at the expense of black communities. They always break and what they call crack the districts, right? And especially to distribute black power, then they give us one district out of a state, right? Or they water down our vote as much as they can. So I think gerrymandering should be outlawed and banned all the way together. But until such time, I think Gavin Newsom is making the right move.
Yeah, I mean, you got to fight fire with fire, right? And a vote is a vote in Congress, right? So if the high population Democratic states, blue states, want to gerrymander it so that we can get more votes in, and there are no Republicans from that state, just like they are attempting to do in the state of Florida and redistricting all over the nation, especially in places like Texas, then that's the way that they have to fight back for our democracy, man. We got to make it fair. Trump has a blank check, and he's cashing it left and right. And it's almost like to the point where the morals of the Republican Party are completely just gone, right? No one can properly talk about Israel right now. And I'm starting to notice that Canada and America and England, the white people, English speaking countries, they're the only ones that are really just backing Israel at this level. And,
yes.
And the whole world, like, come on, man. Y'all made Kim Jong-un say something about it. Y'all making Kim Jong-un look good. Like, how is that possible?
Man, look, I didn't even know about the Kim Jong-un thing. But let me tell you, it dawned on me like this, there's a regime that's at play, and it's both parties are involved. Democrats are involved as much as Republicans. And that regime is centered and in service of white supremacy. And a lot of folks won't immediately connect Zionism to white supremacy, but it's literally the tip of the spear of white supremacy. And the settler colonialism, the expansion of it. I mean, honestly, like it all traces back to Europe in the first place. The Israelis, as they call themselves, the Ashkenazi Jews, are descendants of Europeans. They are the expansion of European global extraction. This is what they've been doing. Europe has been doing this since the Greek Empire. Okay, so since before Jesus was born, there have been people from Europe who have been gallivanting across the globe to extract economic wealth through settler colonialism, through genocide. And this, what's going on in Palestine right now in Gaza, is literally our century's version of it. And it's just really a shame that the United States of America is standing by them. But again, the United States of America is the exact same thing, a European settler colonialist expansion. That's what it is. So they're just standing by their people.
You know, they have to subvert the same democracy that they created due to the tyranny of England and the taxes that they were bestowing upon American citizens in the 1700s and 1600s that made America create an independent country off top. Now, follow me. With that being said, thank you, Pendulous Dragon. Appreciate you, man. With that being said, it's amazing how they subvert democracy to maintain power. And these acts of gerrymandering these districts, man, I'm talking about from like, and it seems like my whole political career, I've been in a battle about gerrymandering at some point, right? From basically when Obama got elected all the way up to today, right? I think Obama streamlined his election, streamlined their gerrymandering efforts, because they were like literally, oh, never again, right? Will there ever be another black person,
right,
elected as president of our white fought for country? So I mean, and you know, Ben, have you ever dealt with a MAGA troll?
When have I not? But yeah, go ahead. Yeah, that's a normal.
I think you might have a little experience going back and forth.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, just a tiny bit, right? Have you ever noticed how stupid they are?
All the time.
And I'm not. And here's my thing, because I'm a neutral guy, right? You're right when you're right. Y'all know me on this channel. I will defend a Republican if I think that Republican is doing the right thing. I don't care, right? Because I just have a mindset where, for me, now that might be very opinionated. Some of y'all might differ, right? But like I try to find where you're coming from and listen first before. But it seems as if MAGA never takes a real historical context on anything. And if you think about it, when you mention enslavement to a MAGA person, what's the first thing they're going to say? Black people had slaves.
Oh yeah. They have so many combinations, but that's one for sure. Yep.
Yeah. It wasn't this generation.
Right.
And they just completely missed the historical context of all of these things, right? And in my mind, this is where the banning of books and education in Florida comes from. You cannot have an adequate history of history telling of black struggle, brown struggle, anybody but white struggle, right? I mean, revolution is cool if you're trying to start your own country, but revolution ain't cool if those Indians start shooting them arrows back at you. Those Native Americans, you see? See where I'm going? Right? I mean, when was the last time you heard the history of Chief Osceola? Not just, and I'm not talking about the mascot of Florida State, Chief Osceola. I'm talking about the real Seminole warrior that literally had the American government on the ropes for about 5 to 10 years. When last time you heard about these folks? They don't teach them in American history anymore. That is the point of all of this, and that's why, if you don't mind switching over to the TikTok page, that's why I'm doing this right here. And I need everybody watching to just follow me real quick. It's a self-plug, but I also want to do this for purposes. If you go to my TikTok page, Marcus for America, or you can type in Marcus Farrell Live on TikTok, you will see a compilation of all of those videos that I have been posting on the Clickbaity Political Thirst Trap page. They are good history, I want to say, in general. For those of you who haven't seen it, please, Ben, are you interested in showing one of them?
Yeah, man. Let's see. I know this was not necessarily history, but let's watch Storm.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's see. Where's the unmute button on this?
On the bottom right. Yeah.
One thing clear up front.
That's massive move. There is a movie coming about him soon.
Wasn't Jeff Bezos. Wasn't some oil tycoon or European king.
You want to go to the next one?
It was a black Muslim king.
Yeah. No, we can let them.
Storm, the baddest black woman to ever be fictioned. Stop scrolling. Let me put you up on game real quick. Today, we talking about the baddest black woman to ever be fictioned. Her name, Aurora Monroe. But you might know her by another name, Storm, born to a Kenyan princess and a Harlem photojournalist. That's royalty and revolution wrapped in the same bloodline. She was born in New York, raised in Cairo, worshipped in Kenya, and feared in every Marvel writer's room that didn't know what to do with all that black excellence. Her parents died in a tragic plane crash over Africa. Little baby Aurora crawled out of wreckage and straight into survival mode. By age 10, she was running Cairo's streets as a pickpocket. And before y'all start talking Aladdin comparisons, shut it down. Aurora wasn't just scrapping to eat. She was strategizing survival in colonized chaos. And despite all that, she rose up, literally. In her teenage years, she wandered to a Kenyan village where her weather powers manifested, and folks thought she was a literal goddess. Like, please bless our crops, goddess. And you know what? She did. Meanwhile, Charles Xavier out here forming his little X-Men starter. And who does he recruit? Not some random mutant kid with weird bones. No. He went and got a storm goddess. And she didn't show up as a trainee. She showed up and became the backbone of the damn team. You want to talk power? Aurora Monroe.
How many of these you got?
Mutant. That means she's
a lot. A lot.
Ever lived was black. Let's get one thing clear up front.
Manson Musa, all right.
Let's talk about one of the realest living legends to ever bless the stage. Not just a musician, not just an innovator, but a movement, a spirit, a damn intergalactic force of culture. I'm talking about George Clinton, the mothership conductor, the funkadelic forefather, the wild-haired Wizard of Soul Rebellion. Now, before we get deep into this, full disclosure, yeah, I know George. We've talked, we've vibed. And this man once told me that I was one of the best rappers he ever heard in person.
Yeah.
George Clinton told me that.
Come on, man.
You better understand what that means.
He told you that for real?
MC from the South.
He told me that for real. On God.
That was one of the dopest
That's what's
compliments
up,
I
man.
ever got.
Dope, definitely.
I even go down too. I even had to do one on somebody I love a whole lot. Keep going. Go to the next one.
Shaft. Shut your mouth.
No, keep going.
This is Marcus Farrell live.
I did Trayvon,
Let me
of
tell you a
course.
story. You ever stand on land and feel it hum?
I did the Burn Down Cities of America. That black folks,
Oscarville,
that black,
Georgia,
like Lake
Rosewood,
Lanier and
Tulsa,
Rosewood
Oklahoma.
and
Three
Tulsa.
cities.
I need to go watch
Fast
this.
and fun. I'd like to take personal privilege with this one. To my favorite woman of all time, forever and always, my mother, Dr. Rosetta
Hey,
Bowman.
I'd be damned if I have a channel and I'll put my mama on it.
Blesses us.
I hear that, dog.
and I'll be
we don't have to
double
keep this. We don't
doggone.
want
I've
to
got
get
a
back.
whole
I want
You
to get
putting out
back
the
to the
content,
news.
man. You putting out the content, bro. That's what's up.
Yeah, man.
That's what's
Yeah,
up.
man. Listen. It's important for us to be able to share our history, right?
That's right.
And use modern tools to do it, because if they're going to take it out of the textbooks, then we need to put it online, and you can't stop online. And I know there's Chinese brothers over there, and I know there's Chinese brothers over there who run a TikTok don't give a damn if we tell our story on their app, as long as they making money. So I'm gonna keep doing it. Go over to TikTok. If you got a TikTok page, go over there, type in Marcus for America or Marcus Farrell Live. Look up my channel. Follow me. Follow my crap, man. You know what I mean? And also, yeah, that's it. So Ben, you said you had something that you wanted to share.
Yeah, nothing too serious. So what do you do when a really bad person does something good, but gets hurt in the midst of doing something good? But remember now, they're really a bad person.
Karma. Karma.
Right.
Karma. I mean, it doesn't, because karma does not care about you doing something good when it wants to get you.
Yeah. So there's this guy. I'm trying to find a picture. Here he is. And I hate to use this source because this is a pro like Nazi kind of, but I'm gonna use them anyway because they're the first person that has it up. Well, it's on Twitter. Is everything on Twitter is Nazi? So it's like, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Everything on Twitter is Nazi. So you gotta. Edward Korenstein, an employee of Doge known as Big Balls, stepped in to protect a young woman from assault by black teens in Washington, D.C. He was beaten and suffered a concussion in the process. This is apparently, I'm not going to call him Big Ball, Edward Korenstein. He worked for Elon Musk when Elon Musk took over the government at the beginning of this year with Donald Trump. As a result, though, of course, there's been a lot of research into who this guy really is. So let's go look him up. Here he is. The Doge teen ran an image sharing site linked to URLs referencing pedophilia and the KKK. The site, launched by this same guy who's everybody celebrating, Edward Korenstein, in 2021, promised to protect the privacy of its users, stating, "All of your images are encrypted. We do not log IP addresses, devices, or anything else," creating the perfect environment for pedophiles, which was, kind of wild. Then we have, I'm not trying to defame him or by anything. It is what it is. We have, hang on, let me get another one here. Hang on. I should have all my links together. Let me just go to my page. I have them all on my page. So let me just go to my page. But the question is it's more of a philosophical question, right? Not, whoever the guy is and who he say, I'm glad, congratulations to him stepping in and helping somebody. But when they are the type of people who are involved with Russian cybercrime, Wired report this week that a 19-year-old working for Elon Musk's so-called Department of Government and Efficiency, is it on the screen? Let me make sure it's on the screen before I just keep reading. Yes, it's on the screen. For the Department of Government Efficiency, was given access to sensitive U.S. government systems, even though his past association with cybercrime communities would have precluded him from gaining the necessary security clearances to do so. As today's story explodes, the Doge teen is a former denizen of the Corn, an archipelago of Discord and Telegram chat channels that function as a kind of distributed cyber criminal social network for facilitating instant collaboration. Right, I'm skipping down a paragraph. Wired first reported on February 2nd that one of the technologists on Elon Musk's crew is a 19-year-old high school graduate named Edward Korenstein, who reportedly goes by the nickname Big Balls online. One of the companies Korenstein founded, Tesla.Sexy LLC, was set up in 2021 when he would have been 16 years old. Tesla Sexy LLC controls dozens of web domains, including at least 2 Russian registered domains, Wired reported. One of those domains, which is still active, offered a service called Healthy, which is an AI bot for Discord servers targeting the Russian market. While the operation of Russian website would not violate U.S. sanctions preventing Americans from doing business with Russian companies, it could potentially be a factor in a security clearance review. Here's the kicker. It wasn't a factor. They circumvented all of the normal security clearances review. And this guy got access to all of the critical systems at the Department of Treasury, at the Pentagon. He was one of Elon Musk's #1 henchmen, extracting information from the United States of America. Well, turned out he got his ass beat earlier today or yesterday. And he got it beat in service of trying to save a woman. And, broken clocks and such. So I ask you, you already said karma, right? You just leave it there?
Yeah, no, I mean, listen, the universe takes a long leisure, man. God is the universe has a long leisure, bro, and it is wild. Now, first, let me say this: well done to that young man for his positive action, right? But this is sort of a thing about the whole Doge universe and their whole thing. You got to think about the person that they hire. In a day and age when they say somewhere around 70 to 80% of young people under the age of 30 are leaning towards progressive politics and policies, right?
Yeah.
They say close to 70 to 80%. What kind of weirdo is that young and works for and is a Republican in general or is a conservative in general? I'm not trying to piss these guys off, but what makes this person, right? Just follow me. This is what makes this human being. What makes this human being is a person who had a crush on the black girl, but she ain't paying no attention. Was raised with privilege and heard nothing but scornful statements out of their households. Wanted to say and do the dirtiest things on the planet, so they hid behind their computer screen to do it. Had a burner account since they were 12, right? And learned toxic white male patterns throughout their maturity. So what makes this person? A small phallus, a tinier ego, right? And computer skills, tech skills. These are the guys that had access to all of your data, America. These are the guys who had access to all of these things, right?
That part.
These guys who have, because to be this type of person, you have to have a zero moral function.
That's right.
I'm sorry. You can't operate in the ways of Christ, in the ways of a positive universe, in the ways of good energy, good vibrations. You can't operate in that and be a conservative in this day and age. I'm sorry. You can't. It's proof to me that God is real. Oh, I'm going there right now, Ben. But this is proof to me that God is real, because these people are demons, bro. And you can't have a demon without having God. You have to be morally defunct to work for Doge, take people's information, probably sell it to the highest bidder on the international market, right? Because that's what people are thinking that happened already. That all of our information has been just sold.
No telling where our stuff is at this point. Yeah.
You can press a button, download the whole XLS file, and all of a sudden you're walking around with billions of people's information. So you tell me these type of people, and then you tell me if one act of kindness, and of course
erases that, right?
Erases. Oh no, bruh. No.
Right.
Matter of fact, check this out. It's going to go even further. Karma came in the title of that doggone article you read. Black teens. Okay. But guess what? They were black teens. It didn't stop your boy from getting his ass whooped. because he caught that ass whooping.
He caught one there, and that's what is like. There's no ambiguity here. There's no confusion for me here. Like, listen, it's a win-win situation. And what MAGA likes to do is they have what we call a hero of the week, a Nazi, fascist, MAGA, conservative, whatever. It's all the same, right? Hero of the week, where they elevate somebody and they hold them up to say, this is the example. Look who it is. I'm not moved by him getting beat down because he did something good. That one good thing that he did does not erase the fact that, and even if you put aside everything that he's done in the past, honestly, I'm with you, Marcus. What Doge did and we don't even know to this day the extent to which our critical systems in the United States of America have been not only infiltrated, but compromised. And because we don't know that, we have no idea the long lasting impact that people like quote unquote big balls has on the United States of America. Do you think I'm going to turn around and be like, oh, we need to celebrate him because he did something good? No, it doesn't erase the harm that's been done by all of them and continues to be done by all of them. So yeah, no, karma works out the way it works out. Yeah, and it works out. It balances itself out. He got beat down doing something good. That's a win-win situation, if you ask me.
Yeah, because he won doing something bad.
That part.
That part. You when you win doing something bad, you're gonna lose doing something good. The universe is nuts, man.
That's crazy. Say that again, Marcus. Say that again.
What part?
When you freestyle the hell out of that. When you win doing something bad, the universe will make you lose doing something good.
Yeah.
God, dog. That's a bar, Marcus. George Clinton might have been right about you. Wait, Tracy Eva said broken balls now.
Yo, you're rocking with Clickbaity Political Thirst Trap. You're on live with Ben Dixon, Marcus Farrell. Man, listen, do me a favor. I need y'all to do me a favor. I need y'all to put some money on the books over here. I need y'all to send some super chats for Ben. It's been a while since we asked for him. And then I need you to go over to Clickbaity page and just do a half and half. Go over to Clickbaity page and send us something too. So we can keep thriving and providing y'all this amazing content. Bro, we done grayed a little bit since we started this show.
Bro,
you notice that? Like we've been on for a minute now, haven't we?
We old, man. We getting old, man. I got more grays. I get more grays every single day. Every day I wake up, I'm like, there's 10 more. They don't come one at a time. They come in whole patches, like a whole side of your face turn gray.
Yeah, I'm gonna lock this one by itself. It's gonna be a gray piece of hair going.
You go walk around here looking like Rogue from X-Men.
That's right. Yeah, listen, this we're gonna move on to look now. So ICE raids in LA have finally started detaining what we thought was going to happen. This is why I kind of question a lot of the black people. I don't care how pro-black you are and you think it ain't gonna happen to us. They practicing on the Latinx folks.
That's
They're
right.
Practicing on the Spanish folks so they can figure out how they can mess with us. Do not ever get it wrong. The biggest beef MAGA and these white folks have had since the inception of this country is black folks getting free from enslavement. They still don't like that part. If you think I'm playing, look at how they are trying to practice what is going to come on next. MAGA, ICE, the ICE-driven MAGA is now arresting and detaining American citizens officially. No mistakes. So forget your First Amendment rights. Forget the Constitution. Forget everything that the founding fathers even wrote down, even though it was just for white men. And now know officially that we have an organization that is pulling people, detaining American citizens who have the right to be here. You're coming home from work. You might be walking past a store. You know how many black people look Latino? You know how many Latino people look black?
Come on, man.
So for those of you who are out here, and no, listen, I ain't no Democratic establishment dude. I know right is right and wrong is wrong. And this ain't about democratic politics. This is about the subversion of the American Constitution. This is about evilness, literally having control of the wheel and making decisions based upon people's skin complexion and their looks. There's a lot, of course, middle of the road, white America isn't concerned with it. Matter of fact, get rid of our jobs. You don't have an ICE agent confusing you with a Venezuelan dock worker who might be here illegally. Yeah, that's my take on it.
Yeah, no, man, that's it. Let's start back with what you said, right? ICE is practicing. And here's the thing, I want to make sure people know they should care before it comes to our community. They should care right now because immigrants are human beings. Immigrants are hardworking folks. Immigrants are in every country on the face of the planet. We should care simply because they are, period. Because we assume as Americans that we will never be immigrants. I'm sure there's plenty of immigrants who assume that they would never be immigrants either. And then American foreign policy made them immigrants, right? We assume as Americans that we'll always have this stability. So we should have compassion for them now before it comes to our streets. But even if you can't see that level of compassion for them now, pause and ask yourself, who do you think they are getting ready to go after next? They're offering $50,000 signing bonuses for ICE agents. $50,000 signing bonuses. They are creating a Gestapo, the likes we have never seen before. And if we are not unified in our solidarity to stop them, then there's not going to be a community except for white MAGAs. That's it. Even black MAGAs are going to get got. But there's not going to be a community that is untouched by these devils because we would have sat around and waited because we think we good because we Americans. Don't you know they want to revoke our citizenship? They want to, if they could find a way to get rid of us as black people, they would. Now, listen, don't threaten me with a good time. Can't nobody threaten me and say, oh, we're going to deport you to Africa. Please do. When you do, make sure you pack up my entire family, I want all 200 of us. And y'all give us that $1,000 each. Ain't much, but we'll take it. We'll make something happen with it and get us out of Babylon before Babylon falls.
No, not before you give me my damn reparations.
Get us out of Egypt. Well, see what I'm saying is that they can't threaten me. They like, look, did you see what Robert Kennedy Jr. did today with the mRNA vaccine research? I think he cut some 500 million. We get ready. Go ahead.
I just heard he's been tripping.
We are getting ready to go into an age of pestilence in the United States of America, man. There's going to be so many sick and dying people out of intention, not out of mistake. They intend on doing that. So they can't threaten me and say, oh, we're going to get rid of you and get you out of America. Good. Fine. Get us a free trip. I think that they are doing these immigrants a favor to get them out of the United States of America before Babylon falls, before Egypt goes into the plagues, before America goes into the age of pestilence. That said, I still think that we should mock them because you can't spell incels without ICE. I think everybody just need to be real clear about this.
This is one of my favorite tweets of all time. Ben, listen, man. I am on a spiritual journey. I'll say that. Ben, I haven't said that before, but I personally am on my own spiritual journey, and I am very keen on right is right and wrong is wrong recently. I mean, to the point where, like, I think twice before I eat a grape before I pay for it in a grocery store. It's crazy.
How so? How does that connect?
Because you know how you get the grapes, and you might eat a grape before you.
You mean pre-eating them before you put them on the scale?
Yeah, I am thinking I am being judged, right? So this is the most righteous version of Marcus you've ever known.
I hear that, right? I hear that.
I'm being dead serious. And the more I realize that, like, yes, I'm a political junkie, but also I've been working in a field where there are demons, and then there are angels, right? There's no middle road to this, right? I think a corporate Democrat might be okay for some of their votes, but you're still a demon.
I think Zionist Democrats and Black Democrats who are Zionists, I think they're demons.
And they're messing around on historically spiritual soil. They're messing around with that area of the world. But for my spiritual people watching this, I'm gonna touch on this ICE situation. How you knowingly join an organization that you heard was separating families?
Come on.
Just follow what I'm saying as a good human being. What kind of hate is in your soul? What kind of hate do you have for a certain group of people? What kind of doctrine has been placed within your brain to make you feel like you need to get that $50,000 bonus, and you know that your job is specifically to do things to separate families? You know you're separating families. You just think that it's okay to separate those families because they don't look like you, and you don't know them, and they are criminals. Somebody has told you in your brain that this guy who's been cutting your grass for the past 20 years all of a sudden is a criminal because he is from Honduras.
Come on.
Well, now your dumb ass don't have nobody to cut your yard no more. You ain't put no oil in the riding mower in years.
Riding mower don't even work no more. You don't even know how to start it. Don't even know where the keys are to the riding mower. Talk about you gonna get rid of your.
The riding mower is a table in the garage where you put your beer at right now, and your homeboy sits down when you smoking a blunt.
Yeah. Oh, good Lord.
So how do you knowingly do this, man? How?
Because if I may, it's because the hatred of immigrants is such an easy human thing. It's almost natural to look at somebody outside of your group and say, we hate them. And it's the number one tool that is used in every nation. That's how Hitler got his power. That's how every dictator in history, they always begin by pointing to the immigrants. And because it's so easy for human nature to go after the other, that leaves that human who's that ignorant to go after the other, leaves them open for destruction themselves. It's biblical. It's 100% biblical, man. The instructions in the Bible with regard to immigrants is very clear. Treat them as if they were your native born. That's what the Bible says. And so it tells you that not only because it's the right thing, but I believe that the Bible saw forward in the future to see how many dummies were going to be so hateful of immigrants that they don't realize that they're signing their own death. They're signing their own imprisonment. They're signing their own oppression because you give governments power to go after immigrants that they turn around and use against you. That's exactly what ICE is doing. That's exactly what Trump is doing. And especially black folks. Look, I do hold black folks to a higher standard. I do. But if you dumb enough to be a black person and go and sign up for ICE and support ICE, then you deserve whatever's going to come to you. The only bad thing about it is it's going to come to all of us.
There's never been a point in American history where a president has proved to me he can provide jobs. Maybe Bill Clinton for a second.
Mm-hmm.
But that's it. So if you're going out there to work for ICE in the thought process that the immigrants are taking our jobs, because that's what the basis of their argument is, right? Like that's one of the bases of it, right? They're here illegally, which by the way, you know, the Sioux Indians, the Native American brothers, who I know a lot of, I live in Arizona. If you live in Arizona, you're gonna know a Native American. I don't care, and you're gonna think they're Mexican. You're gonna think because these people have not. This is their organic land, right? Like you're gonna think they are. I'm dead serious. You're gonna think they're a Mexican descended person because of the amount of Mexican people who have Mexican origin that are in Phoenix. You're not really gonna tell the difference. And that also shows me how organic, like how Native people in their own area is just such a beautiful thing to witness. First off, but imagine how they feel. You know how many ICE agents have tried to deport Native American people in Arizona? It happens all the time. I've seen so many of my friends have conversations about how ICE is trying to kick a group of Native Americans out of the country. And it's like, wait a minute, their family was here before the Constitution was written. I'm sorry, man. Like I'm gonna talk to my atheist people real quick. All right. Because I know sometimes y'all will go. I know y'all know Ben is a Christian pastor. You know that me and Mondale are of Christian faith, right? But I'm gonna talk to my people. The universe don't like this shit, man.
Oh yeah.
Like if y'all, I'm not even gonna mention God. The universe. And let me talk in your language real quick, there, atheist. The universe that you believe in, does not like this. And if you sign up to work for ICE, you're going to be cursed with an ailment when you get older. When you might get that money, but you're getting that money in a bad way, right? And the universe don't like ugly. So what I'm saying is, I'm starting to think that, first off, we are these politicians' karma. And just follow what I'm saying to you. We have to be. We have to vote. We have to hold Democrats accountable. We can still talk about New York. Matter of fact, that's going to move us into our next segment. New York, right? And the primary and the trying to find a general election candidate against a great progressive candidate that we have.
These dummies.
Like they're still trying, and I don't think they understand that they're making themselves look stupid by doing that. They don't look. It looks like they are petty little ex-girlfriends. We lost. They look foolish up there. But speaking of the New York mayor's race, the Justice Department is in turmoil over the Eric Adams case. A do not oversight memo from the DOJ directed prosecutors to drop corruption charges against the New York City Mayor Eric Adams. Several senior DOJ attorneys resigned in protest the so-called Thursday night massacre. You heard about this, Ben?
This wasn't recent, was it?
Yeah.
This recent?
Yeah.
Hang on. Go ahead. Let me look it up.
So, yeah, it's a thing. So,
I remember. I do remember this, but you know what? What's fascinating is the fact that they just kind of erase this and just say it's not. Go ahead. But no, I think this is right. Yeah.
It's interesting how certain Democrats can get backing if they've done enough conservative stuff. That's all I'm gonna say.
Right. That part.
Right. Like, can we now officially say that Eric Adams is a dino?
No, I'm gonna say he's more than that. He's a Republican. I don't care. He's MAGA, right? You could call him whatever, however you want to distinguish it. He is MAGA, and he's getting support from MAGA. He's getting tweets sent out in support from him from Matt Gaetz, who is MAGA, right? They're calling on the Republican to drop out so that MAGA can support Eric Adams. So I don't think that there's any ambiguity about it. He is MAGA.
The problem is that they're not going to, like, listen, all right, I can't wait. I can no longer, I no longer can wait. I'm just going to be so absolutely happy when this election happens, because this is going to be a blowout. I'm talking about, it's going to be the most lopsided election in in New York history.
I believe so.
It is. And the reason why is because New Yorkers are looking at this like, y'all are a bunch of fools.
That part.
Like, I mean, the way that they're clowning democracy right now, and the way that they're clowning like just electoral politics, the way that they're trying to like put a smoke screen up to make the progressive look bad, is so blatantly
obvious.
It's so blatantly obvious. It's almost like they're trying to be Trump, but they're bad at it.
Right. No, man, look, there is a breed of Democrat that is just, they all got to be opposed. They all got to be opposed at the highest level. And I think the first, if you ask me the priority of Democrats that got to go, it's going to be Zionist Democrats first. Black Zionist Democrats. Don't ask me why I give black folks more hell than everybody else.
Got to go. A whole list of number one. The first one that got to go.
Jim Clyburn. Hakeem Jeffries. You got to go.
And I'm going to the Congressional Black Caucus this year. I'm going to the pretty event.
Richie Torres. You got to go.
Richie Torres got to go. Richie Torres got to go. Right. I'm very interested in my time at the Congressional Black Caucus this year coming up. I'm very interested in it because because I was in a Black Caucus area, like I went to the CBC week. I've been to that during like the season before primary, where there's a lot of, I think it's going to be the last time we see a lot of these people.
Good.
I do. I think there's going to be a lot of Congressional Black Caucus members. That's why, I mean, I've heard about, not even congressional, and I'm not, and listen, all CBC members aren't bad, man. I do have some votes that I believe need to be made, right? But not even just the CBC. There's going to be a lot of changes coming up in this primary season coming next year, man.
Watch. Good.
Watch. I mean, folks are going to get outraised, but you got to think about it from both sides of the aisle. You got Democrats who are looking at Trump thinking that their representative hasn't really done much for them, but keeps getting elected. You got this foreign guy or a foreign looking guy in New York that won the primary. You got a Trump administration that is running circles around Hakeem Jeffries.
To the point where I can't believe that he's this incompetent. I think he's complicit. Because you can't tell me the only other option is that he's this incompetent. You don't get that far in any political position of power being incompetent. Democrats are selectively incompetent. If you want to see a Democrat be as brilliant and Machiavellian as any MAGA could ever be, let them have to fight a progressive. So you can't tell me that Hakeem Jeffries is this incompetent. To me, that makes him complicit. But go ahead, you were saying.
No, man, you hit the net. You actually stole the words directly out of my mouth, man. So I agree. I think there's going to be a lot of changes that come about. I don't know how we ended up on that conversation. They want to.
That was Bodie.
Yeah, that's Bodie.
Bodie over there. He running on. He must be running on wood tile on wood grain floor.
No, man, he's sitting in this little pillow. He chilling. He watching out. Hey, go. You got. I'm still on the show, Bodie. I'm still on the show. I'm still on the show, buddy. I'm still on the show. I'm still on the show. Okay. All right. All right.
Nah, he wants some screen time. Hang on. He wants some screen time. Get that man some screen time.
Let me see if I can give him some screen time without showing y'all how messy my house is. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. Hold on. Whoa, Wody. Watch out, buddy. Down. Okay.
I hear them Paul. There they go. There you go. What's going on, big man?
Hey, buddy. All right, down. You gotta go. No.
I heard them pause, them claws.
Go. Yeah. So let me bring my screen back out. I don't even know where I put my
You right in the camera.
I know, man. I know I lost it. All up in I'm in your face.
You saying there's gonna be a lot of change this year?
I do think it's gonna be a lot of changes. And one can only hope, right? One can only hope, one can only pray that we actually get some version of a more progressive Democratic Party going on. I don't care what no one says, right? And people have gotten mad at me because I just don't trust or establishment Democrats. And there's a lot of, I even have friends who take AIPAC money, right? And I've had the conversation with them. The thing about it is, it's not just AIPAC money. It's in Florida. It's the representatives who take big sugar money.
Facts.
Facts. In Georgia, it's the Georgia Power money. Even though I think Georgia Power is not a bad company. As a matter of fact, Georgia Power's power situation, when it comes down to you being poor and not being able to pay your bill on time, is one of the best in the country. Trust me, I know.
I remember. Georgia
right?
looked out a couple times. I can't lie.
Right. Georgia Power look out. They're not just gonna come in like the Grim Reaper and be like, yeah, no internet.
Oh, boom.
No lights. They're not gonna necessarily do that. Ben, would you take over for a moment? I'm going to try to see if I can get my guy on this Zoom real quick.
Yeah,
okay?
Yeah.
And would you bring me down real quick, just for a second?
Yep. There you go. So, hello everyone. Welcome. Let's see. What shall we talk about? Interesting how my quantum mechanic books is back there flickering. Hakeem Jeffries has to go. He's just incompetent. He's not doing the job. Jim Clyburn needs to go. Not only some of these Democrats have been here so long that they have become so powerful and so comfortable with power that they don't think that they are beholden to their constituents anymore. I believe not just Democrats. I think most politicians don't believe they're beholden to their constituents anymore. To that end, they need to go. What Marcus said, there's going to be a change. There needs to be a complete holistic change, a changing of the regime. The entire regime has to go. What's the regime? It's a regime that serves white supremacy. It's a regime that serves corporations. It's the regime that serves Zionism. It's the machine that serves big oil. It's the regime that serves the police state. It's the regime that serves the military industrial complex. That entire regime has to go because that regime is killing us. It's killing us. It's killing the earth. It's killing our health. It's killing our ability to have community. It's killing every aspect of it's killing truth. You all realize they have to kill truth itself for them to be able to win. One of these days, I'm gonna do a show, an episode or something on just how much Elon Musk has trained Grok in this new version of Grok to assassinate the truth. Because the truth is the enemy of injustice. There's no group, there's no oppressor, there's no system of exploitation or oppression that can stand up to truth. So they have to give you fake news. So they have to, distort the truth. So they have to gaslight you. They have to do all these things because the truth would set us free. And we've got Democrats who pretend like they're on our side, who are just as much an enemy of truth as MAGA. Ask me how I know. Because of exactly what we're talking about. We're talking about the New York race. We're talking about the New York race, and we look at how these Democrats are lying about Mamdani, Zoran. They're lying about him in the same exact structure, fashion as MAGA lies. The clearest example of blue MAGA, remember they, during the election, they were like, oh, blue MAGA, blue MAGA. And I was like, whatever, I guess. But blue MAGA is a real thing. You have a breed of Democrats who lie as much and distort the truth as much and in the same exact fashion as MAGA. That's because when people feel like their power is threatened, what do? They attack the truth.
Yeah. I've been a victim of blue MAGA.
Yeah.
And I just don't care no more because they're not winning.
They're not. But I don't know that their job is to win. I think their job is to lose.
They're winning primaries, but they're not winning. Right? And the current iteration of the Democratic Party is going to fail. It's destined to fail. And it's cool when it's bad when I do it, but it's cool when they do it. You have to almost be a part of the Democratic establishment at this point to actually openly criticize them.
Yeah.
Because if not, then they're going to chastise you like Dr. West, Nina Turner, Killer Mike, no matter how you feel about these people. They did go through unnecessary chastising from the Democratic establishment for just feeling like, yeah, I'm a black person that wants to support a progressive. I want y'all to answer me a question. And I'm not talking about Bernie World. I'm just talking about in general. Have you seen a respected black progressive that actually has the same pure bona fides as Jesse Jackson's platform? Which, by the way, Ben, I want you to go back to TikTok and I want you to run that one. I do want you to run that video.
Let me find
no, they ostracize and damn near put them on a place where you can't be like the group chat automatically attacks people who are black who go progressive. They just do. Right. So Ben, I remember being frustrated on this show a lot of times, and I think I was taking my heat out on y'all. But I'm going to tell you the truth, man. It is tough being a progressive who's black, who believes like it's cool if you're white. Hell, even Elizabeth Warren leans that direction a lot, right? And she's highly respected. But would support Medicare for all in an instant, right? But let you be black.
Because black progressivism is the threat. It is the configuration of beliefs, ideologies, and policies that is the antidote to white supremacy. And so, of course, they're going to roll out the black folks who have black faces in high places with liberal branding, but they are more violent in their politics against progressivism than they are white supremacy. And that's those folks who talk about us in the group chat when a black progressive comes out. They go after them like nothing we've ever seen. I mean, the hit job they did on Nina Turner in Cleveland in the was it the 10th congressional district up there was the dirtiest thing I've ever seen in my life. Equal only to what they did to Cori Bush.
And I mean, I don't have no beef with who won, but I do have a question. Is the district better off?
Nope.
I mean, it's time for Americans to start realizing that progressive candidates are better than the candidates who just get elected because they're in the cool kids club. When are y'all gonna start voting for who does something for you?
That's the thing about it, Marcus. It's like, this is how I know they're demons. and I don't even want to just label it as progressive, because progressive is very, very close. Democratic socialism is very, very, very close. I'm not going to knock it. Democratic socialism is closer than socialism outright. Socialism is closer than communism. Communism is closer than capitalism. Capitalism is the complete and total antithesis to the kingdom of God economic system. They absolutely know there is a better model. They know there is a way for everybody to make a whole lot of money, for the rich to get richer and the poor to get richer. But they would rather lose trillions of dollars of wealth than to see poor folks get a chance to catch a breath.
You said the Christian economic model,
the kingdom of God economic system.
The kingdom of God. You need to do a video on that.
Oh, I got a whole Sunday school series, man. I'm in week 3 of why you can't be a Christian and a capitalist, but we're laying the foundation.
I need to catch. I need to catch up. Yeah. I want to hear more about that, because that ties into my new political theory about karma, right? Like it just does, right? And I gotta disagree with you, brother Percy. The one thing that you're missing, Marcus, is a black candidate will always be deemed as a progressive. Jim Clyburn runs for office every 2 years, and I'll be damned if I call him a progressive.
That's true. That's fair. That's fair.
No, you're not going to be deemed as a progressive because you are a black candidate. Matter of fact, the first people that will tear down a black candidate is white progressives. Don't ever get that confused. I know where I stand in this fight. Don't get me wrong, but I'm also real.
It's a very complex web of relationships there. You have to balance to be a black progressive, Marcus. Yeah.
Let me tell you something. Don't think for an instant, like, you white progressives, y'all will question the black candidates' bona fides harder than anything else. And I'm not saying they don't deserve it. It's just that y'all don't give other people the same kind of smoke. Y'all don't. Y'all don't, right? And then it gets disrespectful. That's the issue. You can beef with somebody, but don't be disrespectful. And that's what a lot of white progressives do when it comes down to black candidates. Also, if you talk about the political campaign complex, white organizations don't give black progressive candidates the same amount of money. They don't give them the same amount of support. That we black candidates have to prove themselves to organizations that are typically like giving the big dollars to white progressive. And if Bernie don't bless you, you might as well call it a wrap. Now, you might even just literally mirror Bernie's platform, but if he don't bless you, some of these organizations won't even rock with you. I know where I stand. I got smoke for everybody in this game. I do. The problem is that I much rather be on the side of people who actually want to help out society instead of fucking sober.
That's right. That's right.
And if you ain't, and if you're just a moderate Democrat and you're an asshole, then I hate you, which most of y'all are. If you're a MAGA and an asshole, I hate you too, because that's what y'all most of y'all are. But if you're progressive and an asshole, hey, I can deal with your policies, man. I don't hate you. We just ain't gonna go to the barbecue together. I ain't gonna take you to the strip club.
Man, all I know is what you just said was a bar. Like we it's really that simple, man. It's like what we could be doing together for one another. And then you have people who get in those positions of power and they do the exact opposite. We are surrounded by, we are controlled by a system that could just, all our system got to do is just change its mind. And this entire planet would instantly, like almost overnight. Remember how quickly the Hudson River healed during the first 2 weeks of COVID when people stopped going out? It instantly healed. 2 weeks is instant in the grand scheme of things.
Drink from it.
The earth, who drank from it? Now you went too far. But what I'm saying is,
I would Obama drink from it.
Ah, he need to take a big gulp of it. But imagine the American empire simply saying, we're no longer going to do the bidding of racial capitalism, white supremacy. We're going to do the opposite. It's a fantasy. It's fiction, right? Imagine America says, we're no longer going to stand with Israel. We're going to stand with Palestine. Just imagine if the United States of America inverted and said, let's take one very specific case. If the United States of America in 2007, 2008 has said, we're not going to bail out the banks, we're going to bail out the people. And somebody in the chat room tell me, what happens when you bail out the people and you put money in the people's hands? They take that money and they either put it in the bank or they spend it, and the people they spend it with put it in the bank. So where would the money have gone anywhere?
Ben, may I cut you off for 1 second?
Please do.
I just heard an oil rig explode off the coast of the Gaza Strip. I just heard a Wall Street banker for Chase Manhattan jump out of the 57th floor of a building when you said both of those things.
So a few people got to die. Okay. But not an entire, but out of their own voluntary, you know what I mean? Like instead of an entire people, instead of standing by Israel for what? Land? For some dirt, right? For some dirt so they can put settlement condos on the Gaza Strip, right? If the United States empire simply inverted its polarity and did the opposite, we literally could be living in the closest thing to heaven on earth, because all we're doing is creating an unnecessary hell on earth. We are creating an unnecessary hell on earth to the benefit of just 100 people, maybe 1,500 people at the most. And so if those 1,500 got to go, so the rest of us can live, like it's just to me, it's like it's a no-brainer. But the thing is, the people who are elected into power, they are so committed to serving that power structure that they would rather die. They would rather fight to the end. They would rather attack their enemy, their friends, and support their enemies than to actually see America do something good for a change.
Ben, did you, first off, well said. You said a whole line. Would you go to the TikTok page and pull up the 1988, 84?
Oh, I got it ready for you, Doc. Hang on a second. I got it ready.
Oh, you already knew I was going.
I
bring this up as Ben pulls this up. I bring this up before you hit play. I bring this up because I want to talk about the dynamics of establishment Black people in America right now, 2025. There's a reason why I made this video, folks, and I want everybody to go to my TikTok channel or go to Marcus Farrell Live on YouTube, and I want y'all to watch this. You don't have to, but I think you'll get where I'm going when you hear my explanation for why I made this video. Establishment Black people in politics want to be the most, they want to be the most in the know, in the crowd, got the thing going on. Moderate. We got to make this money. I got to get this money. I got to leave my hometown, never bring any policies. And everything about Bernie Sanders is sad. Also, we love our leaders. We love our Al Sharptons. We love our Roland Martins. I like Roland Martin too, personally. We love our Jesse Jacksons. The folks that create some of the worst policies and wouldn't stand up and lift a finger for Black America, or some of the folks who came at Bernie Sanders so hard but will rep Jesse Jackson on a t-shirt tomorrow, forgot this. Press play. Because they want you to forget about this.
Jesse Jackson's presidential platform. Just turn my fan on because I already know I'm going to make somebody uncomfortable with this one. That's all right, though. This ain't personal. This is historical. So let's talk about the real progressive blueprint that they don't want you to remember. One that was sketched out 41 years ago. One that came before Bernie, before AOC, before the hashtags, before the think pieces, before the squad was even born. This ain't about Bernie or AOC. This is about forcing conversations that moderate Democrats and their big money backers absolutely do not want Black folks having at family cookouts, barbershops, or on the congressional floor. This is about Jesse Louis Jackson, y'all. The the man who ran for president in 1984 and again in 1988 with the platform so unapologetically Black, so visionary, so people first, that even today, most Democrats are scared to touch it with a 10-foot policy pole. Now, let me break it down. Jesse Jackson's 1984 campaign wasn't just a campaign. It was a damn movement. His platform was about universal health care, not this patchwork, premium-filled private insurance please nonsense. He was talking real Medicare for all before y'all could even say Obamacare. Free public college, because knowledge should be free, not another debt trap. A federal jobs guarantee, not just job training programs with fancy names and no real paychecks. Raising the minimum wage, back when it was a bold demand, not a performative tweet. Reparations, yes, reparations in the presidential platform. Jesse Jackson had the audacity to talk about compensating Black people for centuries of stolen labor, wealth, and life. And he said it out loud on the debate stage in front of white America in 1984. Let me say that again. Louder for the CBC members sitting too close to defense contractors. Jesse Jackson ran for president while saying reparations. So what the hell happened? Somewhere along the way, we traded the Rainbow Coalition for the corporate coalition. Black elected officials stopped running with Jesse's torch and started running from it. We started prioritizing who could raise the most Wall Street money, not who could raise the standard of living in Southside Chicago in Jackson, Mississippi.
Yeah, y'all ain't gonna get the whole thing unless you go to my
Go watch it. Go over there and watch it.
Go watch the rest of it. Y'all need to follow me, man. I don't know why these people don't get it. Man, you better tell
Hey, great work on those videos, man. And great work over there, man. How long you been posting on TikTok?
Oh, so I've been posting about a month and a half on
Congratulations.
TikTok.
Man, I've been posting a year on TikTok. I got 1 follower. It's a good job over there, man.
I'm over there and follow you past the bin. Come on.
Over there, follow me. I got 1 little follower.
Y'all gotta do better. Thank you for following me. Man. Thank you for following me. Thank you, Tracy. Tracy, I'm gonna tell you something, man. I really appreciate you, sis. I really do. You don't even know it. You always comment. You always you're like my #1 follower on all of my apps. So I appreciate you a whole hell of a lot. If I don't ever say that, I'll say it to you right now. You're really dope.
That's what's up, man.
The reason why I brought up that was what the hell happened? What the hell happened to our Black?
My biggest one is probably getting my.
What the hell happened to our Black politics? Why do we look so disdainfully at Bernie, even though he had a little issue with race and class? I mean, we know that, but why do we look so different at? Why is our politics so unlike Jesse Jackson in 1984? Somebody needs to answer that. Somebody needs to. I need to figure out why it's cooler to support APAC than it is to support reparations. I need to know that. I need to know that. I need to know what happened. I need to know what happened to the Black America that rallied around Jesse Jackson during the primary in 1984, and then they got old and said, "Yeah, let's bail out Wall Street." I need to know that. I need to know how these 18-year-old brand new voters in 1984 turned into the Jim Clyburns.
That part.
Y'all gotta tell me something. What happened? What happened? When and I don't care how you feel about Jesse. I know some of y'all like, hey man, he sold out, this, that, and the other, whatever. I don't care. I don't care about that. I'm talking about, I specifically said that wasn't about Jesse Jackson. That was about his 1984 platform. My question is very, very simple. What happened to looking out for us? I wish no more victories for people who represent my skin tone and don't want to do anything for us. No more. I don't care. I don't care who you are. And I don't want no broad about way of trying to do it. We're going to have some trickle-down jobs. We got to make sure the white people over in so-and-so, blah, 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 blah. We got to make sure the war contracts. Nah. What you laughing at? They sound like Charlie Brown's teacher,
We
bro.
gotta have some means testing. Man,
I do really want to know.
Same thing happened. Same thing that happened to hip hop. The same thing that happened to any version of blackness that is a threat to empire. Man, they have to replace it with a counterfeit, and they throw money behind the counterfeit. The counterfeit gets the platform. The counterfeit gets the position. The counterfeit gets the power, and the real ones are out struggling.
That's simple.
It's sad, but it's that simple, man.
Yeah, it's that simple.
That's simple.
Listen, man, I don't have nothing else, man. I wanted to just make sure that first off, let me end it, but I'm gonna actually start with a couple caveats. Hey, I'm gonna ask for him. If you're watching this on the Ben Dixon channel, man, I need to see some super chats, more of these from now on, right? We got to pay our bills around this thing. I'm sorry.
Well, let me say something about super chats though, man. Super chats, they take about between the 30% that YouTube take, and if you're on an iPhone, they take 30% too. So by the time you get with 30%, so send a Cash App to Pastor Ben.
Send a Cash App. Y'all can send a Cash App to y'all can hit up Marcus Farrell also. Just look me up on one of them things. Y'all can hit me up
on one of them platforms.
One of the platforms, hit me up. The only reason I'm saying this is because it takes time to do content, and we like I have another thing that I do for finances, right? So I'm not completely upset. But what I am going to say is that Ben spends a lot of time doing this work, right? And in order for you to have shows like this, we got to get supported by you. So, and also so we can throw more money back into making our platforms larger. That's the first thing. Second thing I want to say is, hey, clickbaity product page coming soon. Ben, would you be willing to put our product page on your page?
Yeah. Where's that? Is it up now?
No, I'm not finished. I haven't put it up yet. I'm going.
Okay, just let me know when. I'll show you.
Yeah, I absolutely will. And also, man, go over there and like, follow, and subscribe to Marcus Farrell Live on YouTube, Marcus for America on Instagram. I don't know where Mondale went, but I know you watching the show. I love you, bro.
He was on a flight. He was on a flight. I just able to see the. Yeah.
He said he landed somewhere.
Yeah.
So, and with that being said, Ben, I'm gonna let you take it out, man. And can we do this again next week, man, on time?
Yeah,
it's possible.
I have to do it on being on time. Can we be on time? That's a whole different question. But can we do it? We can certainly do it. Can we be on time? Only the Lord knows. Only the Lord knows. We're gonna lean on Jesus on that one. Hey, y'all, it's been real. It's been real. We'll see y'all next time. Take care, everybody.
Trap squad, 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 trap squad. Hey, clickbaity political. Yeah, thirst trap squad, squirrel squad. Our mission is critical to speak the truth to the masses. Yeah. We here for the fight. We ain't started, but we here to finish it. Sick and tired of seeing the privilege. Take advantage of the weak and the innocent. So we let a voice be heard. Every single weeknight. Unapologetic. Black people, despite this white supremacist system that we live through on a daily, we still throwing up those acorns cause we represent clickbaity. Trap squad, trap squad, trap squad, let me hear ya. Trap squad, trap squad. Throw those squirrels up if you with it. Trap squad, trap squad. Yeah, I see you, yeah, I see you. Trap squad, trap squad. Trap squad, thirst trap. Trap squad, trap squad. Trap squad, let me hear ya. Trap squad, trap squad. Throw those squirrels up if